25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Line 36. Come on. You better bring it. Slam.
First carry for James Conner. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They run it here with Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got Fuller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We want it. Come to my work.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. There it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Bravo. Switch up, switch up. Mike 50, Mike 50. They're not ready for this, man.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down, Carr. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, echo.
To throw again on second down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, 64, weak.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's complete to Snead. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed executed 22-yard gain.
Right here, right here. Yellow. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Carr going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A run by Connor on first down, and a good one, as he'll get about 7 here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hitting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
734. Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's good for a Steelers.
Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rush, and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On first down, it's Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Pass past the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On the draw, counter. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Carr. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Carr completes it, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I don't need to. I go on, Eddie. Watch the screen.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Mike 637.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
61.
On play action, it's Carr. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Carr to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. And a cut to the right, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one complete to Elliott. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
36. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again. Carr. Staying on his feet. Wiggles free. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Slam, slam. 29. That's it.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I